Hello everyone, Jobenblue here, and today we're going to be taking an in-depth look at some RPCS3 videos that have been released in June and July. I'm going to be covering Demon Souls, Ni no Kuni, the God of War collection, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure AllStar Battle, Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm, Nier Replicant, Soul Calibur 4, Red Dead Redemption, Okami HD, Resogun, and the Kingdom Hearts remixes. I plan to cover Persona 5 in its own video. Links to all of the full videos are in the description. To start off with, we have Demon Souls. You may remember this game being teased to start working with RPCS3 back in March. It is the game that basically kickstarted the entire Souls genre, and it is a PS3 exclusive made by From Software. I've only played Dark Souls for like an hour, but I really want to revisit this series with Bloodborne on PS4 someday. You can immediately start to see the changes as the broken shadows and depth of field are fixed. That's why the game kind of looks like it's running at a much higher resolution. Next up, we have Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. It used to be considered as a joke in the RPCS3 community considering how bad the graphics were. Grass used to flicker, water was rendered on top of everything, and there were issues with the shadows and faces. Does it run perfectly? No, it's still struggling to reach a consistent 30 FPS, but for now, it can be considered playable. If you watched my June 2017 progress report, you would know that this is one of the games that a forum user has been able to run at an ultra-wide setting. Here we have the God of War collection. This is only 1 and 2. They said that God of War 3 is not playable yet, and I've not heard anything on the PSP remasters. A few months ago, this game did not work at all and still had single-digit frame rates. As you can see, that is no longer the issue with these games running at a smooth 60 FPS and perfect graphics. This game is still considered unplayable though because the sound is broken and it can randomly crash sometimes. This was recorded on i7 4790K at 4.9 GHz, but they said that slower CPUs should still be able to perform pretty well. Now we have JoJo's Bizarre Adventure AllStar Battle. This game was made around the anime series and used over 40 characters from 8 different story arcs. This game used to only run on the interpreter at 10 FPS but can now reach 30 on the recompiler. Besides some remaining audio issues, this game is playable. Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm is up next. KD11 worked on this game's broken graphics as well, fixing missing and broken shadows. Frame rates and loading times have been improved as well. i7s ran the game pretty fast using just the interpreter, but using an i5 on the recompiler, they said it was very easy to tell the difference. Besides some remaining graphical issues with the sky, this game is completely playable. Nier Automata was not the first game in the series, having predecessors like the next game, Nier Replicant. Nier Gestalt has also seen the same fixes. This game runs better now, noting things improved including missing graphics, incorrect lighting, and broken shadows being either fixed or at the very least looking better. Loading times are also faster and frame rate is 2 to 3 times higher than before. This game is not considered completely playable yet as it isn't stable and is known to crash after a while. The Soul Calibur games are one of my favorite fighting series, and I'm happy to say that Soul Calibur 4 has seen some performance improvements, as well as graphical improvements to broken shadows and other things by KD11. When running Vulkan, some graphical issues still exist in menus and cutscenes. They render fine with OpenGL, but of course, OpenGL is slower than Vulkan. This game is considered playable if you don't mind the stuttering audio and sound clipping. Soul Calibur 5, I found out, still has some graphical issues. The information on Red Dead posted from RPCS3 is now irrelevant, as RPCS3's video only showcases that it went in-game. That is an entire month ago, and we are now at the point that the game is further in-game. In this footage from Max Gamer XD, we can see that the game is closer graphically, but it's still really slow, and it obviously still needs some more work. Okami HD is a pretty strange case in that it went from doing absolutely nothing at all to being completely playable in a very short time. They noted an interesting fact about this game in the last progress report, that the in-game textures are actually rendered at 4K internal on a real PS3. The reason for such an improvement in compatibility in such a short amount of time relates to improving custom module loading, known better to us as XPRX fixes, or the PlayStation 3's equivalent of a Windows DLL file. Other games that benefited from the same SPRX fixes included Final Fantasy X and Metal Gear Solid 4. Resogun is up next, and it seems to basically be playable. In this video made by Resnoir, the game is essentially perfect graphically, and from a frame rate standpoint, it runs pretty good. If you listen to the audio, however, you can tell that it's still kinda buggy, but not horrible. Next up we have the Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 remixes. Say what you will about the fundamental quality about these games, but they're starting to work very good with RPCS3. 1.5 is playable and 2.5 is at a point where it is in-game. That'll wrap it up for this video. I'm sure that the progress report will drop sometime today, and I'll try to get it done within the next 2 days or something. I still have tons of other great content to be made, and I actually have some time right now, so I can't wait to show you all the videos that I've been working on. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.